Feeling sad and alone is one of the few shared experiences we have as human beings, regardless of circumstances. It could be anything from mental health struggles and grief to everyday frustrations actively weighing you down. Let's take a moment to appreciate how beautifully ironic that is. We are not alone in feeling alone. Fortunately, you do not have to wallow in the ever-increasing darkness. With a few brave steps here and there, and some help from God, you'll be trading your sorrow for joy before you know it. Before we get into all the juicy details on how to get rid of the funk, take a second to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss our next video. It's important to understand where it's coming from in the first place. Understanding the cause of sadness and loneliness is crucial to getting longer-lasting results. Otherwise, you'll just be slapping a pretty Band-Aid on a festering wound. Here are a few of the most common causes. According to the American Psychiatric Association, sadness and loneliness are two of the most common symptoms of depression. It is often associated with other issues like general lack of motivation, apathy, low self-worth, and many others. You may have lost a loved one either to death or through the break of a relationship. What follows are truly the darkest moments of anyone's life, marked by feelings of brokenheartedness and complete isolation. This is more and more common today with the current global situation. Not being able to see your friends, classmates, and colleagues will take a toll. This is particularly nasty if you happen to live alone or are stranded away from your loved ones. Feeling sad and lonely can sometimes not be traced to any specific reason. You just wake up one day with things more or less normal, but with a huge pit in your stomach. This is absolutely normal. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't overthink it. The funk will phase out. So, here are 10 ways to get out of the funk. 1. Talk about it. Holding on to the feelings that hurt you is not doing yourself any favors. It's like holding on to a time bomb instead of asking for help diffusing it. By opening up, you get to enjoy cathartic release, which is so much more therapeutic than you could ever imagine. 2. Let people in. Feeling sad and alone is sometimes best handled by letting the people who love you take care of you. Pick that check-in call your parents make every once in a while. Say yes to a lunch date with your friends to catch up. Being around such loving and positive energy will do wonders to even the most broken of souls. 3. Take some time for self-reflection. This is important as it'll help you identify the cause of the problem. Understanding, or at the very least identifying what is wrong, is a huge piece of the puzzle when it comes to getting rid of feelings of sadness and loneliness. 4. Get a healthy distraction. While ignoring the issue is problematic, a little distraction every now and then will not hurt. It could be a hobby like reading or going to the gym. The best part is that it doesn't even have to be super productive. Watch your favorite TV show or jam to some music. Your brain deserves that rush of endorphins. 5. Do not self-isolate. Say it with me. Loneliness is not the cure to loneliness. This happens a lot in cases of depression or even sadness due to grief. Your instinct may be to isolate yourself. Maybe you do not want to be around anyone at that point. It could be you feel like you would be a burden. It may be hard to accept, but no one looks at you that way. You don't even have to talk or engage if you don't want to. Just do not isolate yourself in such moments. 6. Be kind to yourself. Guilt and self-hate are often associated with feeling sad and lonely, and you might end up being a little too harsh on yourself. Resist the urge to be unkind to yourself. Instead, continuously appreciate your efforts and the small wins. It will make all the difference in the world. 7. Remind yourself that everything is temporary. This too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone, but in the end, you will be happy and content once more. Keep repeating this to yourself, and your mind will get with the program. The idea that there is a light at the end of the tunnel helps a lot. 8. Consider getting professional help. Some fights, including depression and grief, are best fought with professional backup, so get some help. Whether it's counseling or medication, having the extra help will help you where the power of positive thinking and will did not. 9. Take care of what you can. If the distress is due to circumstances that you can change, then do something about it. Clearing up your plate reduces feelings or pressure and frustrations that inevitably morph into sadness and loneliness. 10. Leave the rest to God. Psalm chapter 42, verse 11 says, "Why, my soul, are you downcast, so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God." If the reasons you're feeling sad and alone are beyond your control, then leave it all to God. He knows what you're going through and is in the best position to pull you out of the darkness. And if you are feeling lonely, just remember his message in Matthew, chapter 28, verse 20. "I am with you always, even to the end of the age." Feeling sad and alone is very normal and common, and the best part is that it does not have to be a life sentence. Just will yourself to take a few steps toward the light every day. No pressure whatsoever. No one expects you to snap back to normal and be positive your way into a great headspace. However, you cannot afford to ignore the problem. The good news is that you now have 10 simple steps to help you through these hard times. And with God on your team, you're pretty much guaranteed a win. Do these 10 ways help you to ease the feeling of sadness and loneliness? Yes or no? Share it with us by writing a comment below. And if not already, click the subscribe button and like this video. Do not forget to click the notification bell to get notified of our next videos.